What it do, everybody? It's your boy Bandit, and this is our 53-man roster breakdown of Yo 2024 Detroit Lions. You know how we start off every show. Let y'all know who in the building. Starting with Chris.
I'm Chris, crazy hockey fan on Twitter. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Guy.
What up? This is the what show is this again?
You'll have to disregard Sky. He's such a busy man. I can't remember what show he's appearing on.
Shut the fuck up.
Hollywood. Sky's fucking Hollywood over us over here.
Welcome everybody. Daddy's rims are bent and beat the fuck. Just letting you know they ain't riding clean and it's not letting you let. I'll say it in a second. You'll understand what I mean.
It's Day.
Tell him, Day.
What up, it's your boy Day. Yeah, my rims are a little bent up. You know, they're still 19. They were clean, but I let Sky borrow my car, bro. He can't drive, so Sky, you owe me some new 19s, bro, and they better be clean.
Fuck that car.
Mike.
What up, y'all? It's Mike. Y'all can find me on Twitter at @1pride_JR.
All business over here.
All business over here.
Yes, Michael, Sir Michael.
But yeah, the 53-man roster came out today, and then the practice squad came out today. And we're going to talk about, who made the team, who didn't make the team, who was surprised didn't make the team, who came back to the practice squad, who didn't come back to the practice squad. Just a little short show. I'm sure we're going to get into more detail on LFR tomorrow and on What Up Doe on Friday.
What up,
Doe? But let's start off with this. Start off with the roster, man. Who made the team? Starting with our quarterback, running backs, and receivers. Jared Goff, Hendon Hooker. Hey, no Suffield.
No Suffield.
Was y'all surprised about that?
Nope.
He's on the practice squad, so I mean, I knew he was going to come back to that, but
no, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
They brought back Jake Farmer.
Yeah.
Oh, From. That's what I seen. From. Yeah. So,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank God he's gone completely.
Play a little song for Suffield.
I want nothing to do with Suffield. I want nothing to do with Boyle.
Because your thoughts on Suffield not making the squad, man. Was you surprised? A lot of people, even with his horrible performance, people still would think we're going to be on the team, just to carry Goff's clipboard and make Goff comfortable. But
why is some people crashing out? Why are some people crashing out over him not being on the roster? That's crazy to me.
Who the fuck is crashing out? Get them in here.
And that's what we need. We need them in the comments. But I seen a couple people going crazy over it. Of course, it's like the people on Twitter that you don't even take nothing that they say serious because I think they just be trying to get clicks. But it was a couple people very mad that Suffield wasn't on the team and the Hooker's the second quarterback. And I'm like, I don't know what you're so mad about. I wasn't surprised due to play, but I was just surprised due to what Campbell and them was saying, like in the weeks we had leading up to the cuts yesterday, because it sounded like he was doing pretty well in their eyes, and he was probably quarterback too. But I'm glad he's not. Dude can't play, man. He can't play.
Not at all.
It's Tim Boyle recycled, bro.
Exactly.
At least Suffield has fucking college credit. You know what I'm saying?
He's got NFL credit too. He started a few games in the NFL too.
He started like 6 games his entire career. It's been like 6 years.
Okay, how many games did Tim Boyle start?
Way more.
One?
Way more.
No.
Yeah, which is crazy because
he started 5 games for us.
His college is not like nothing. Like there's no. I don't know why anybody keeps him on a roster, even if it's a practice squad. Like the guy, I don't get.
Because he was Aaron Rodgers' backup for 2 years.
What does that got to do with anything?
You tell me, brother. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can see why. That or he might be good in the book.
The aura of Aaron Rodgers keeps you on a roster.
That shit is. He is trash, and I'm glad. I just don't want that, any of that going on. Like, that's just bad. It's just bad vibes. Like he comes Doc goes down for a game. He comes in. Everybody's bad vibes, bro.
Bad
Everybody's like,
energy. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm
Saw
not that with
it.
Hendon. Even though I know Hendon is just like barely, maybe like, Sutterfield is like a D minus, E plus, F triple negative. And Hendon's maybe like a D right now. But still, like, I'd watch him. I'd watch Fromm, what I've seen out of Fromm.
Yep.
I would take Bailey Zappi out there. I would take Huntley on a move. I might even take Crab Legs. Give me Crab Legs on a cheap runner for like a 7th round. I'll take Crab Legs.
Bro, Crab Legs ain't gonna come here and be a third.
I don't give a fuck you. Fuck you. We're on a Super Bowl run, Crab Legs. Hop on the fucking train, buddy. The fuck?
Get on the train.
Like,
so how do y'all feel comfortable about Hendon Hooker being the number 2 quarterback coming into the season?
That's all right. It'll be interesting if he has to play.
Yeah.
I hope our team's going to look totally different with him at quarterback for sure.
At least with him, you have hope. With Sudfeld, you knew what you had.
Mike?
I'm with y'all. Like, I think it's intriguing. I think it's either way. I think if they're on the field, they have to start a certain amount of games. Their season over. But if you need like 2 or 3 games, I'd be interested to see like how he looks and what they do to make him comfortable out there. But I would rather have him out there getting his wings than fucking Nate Sudfeld.
any day of the week, dude.
Let's get into these running backs. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Craig Reynolds, and Vaki. Any surprise here?
Really, the only spot that was open for that running back room was the 4th running back, the 3rd, 4th running back. Like Gibbs and Montgomery are locks, obviously. Reynolds, I thought it will be a lock. This will be his last season as a lock to make the roster. And Vaki he outperformed the other guys. No real surprises for me.
Anybody else?
I'm not surprised with this position group either. These are the 4 I thought that would make it the whole time. Because Vaki, man, especially when you heard how Brad Holmes was talking about him after the draft, like, sounded like he was in love with him. So I was like, yeah, he's probably going to be running back 4, and they love Craig. And Craig does some good stuff. Like, he as good as our top 2 running backs know, but he does a lot of good stuff and a lot of blocking, and I like Craig Reynolds.
Hustle guy. He a hustle guy.
You said that, Mike. Us as fans, because I know we pay attention to it, because we got to do this show and our Twitters and all that shit to do sports. So we're watching it. Everybody else at home needs to start paying attention to shit they be saying and doing now. We're getting into the crucial. We got to start nitpicking because there's not really much they're doing wrong at a glaring rate. So when he says shit like that, what Mike just said, that he's like in love with the guy, that you should see that as truth, because he's done that with a couple people. So that's very key, I think, especially with where he was drafted. Him to go, I like him. Yeah, he's the this and that. Here we are.
Yep.
You could say the same thing for Craig Reynolds. Not only does the coaching staff love Reynolds, the other players do too.
Oh, we learned that from Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had Hard Knocks for that season because it showed us a lot about like what the team actually thinks about Craig Reynolds and the offensive line and all that shit. Like, they like the guy.
Because without that, honestly, you'd probably be sitting here. Why do they keep keeping Craig Reynolds around? You know what I mean?
All I know is me and Chris, we saw that block live in Tampa last year. We saw that live. We went crazy, man. Before they even showed the replay what happened, we went crazy, man, seeing that live.
Sometimes you just need a gamer, dude. And he's just one of those guys that's a gamer. He's not flashy. He's not whatever, but you give him the rock.
He's Netflix.
He's going to do enough. He's going to do enough to, get the job done. And
also
for proven to do.
Right. I agree with Sky. And also for Vaki, like, we were the only team. Brad Holmes was the only person that tried him out and worked him out as a running back. Everybody else was still with the safety thing. So I mean, he was the only person working him out as a running back, man. I knew he liked that kid, man.
Yeah, I think we can. With you saying that too, Mike, I think we can like kind of write it down as what Brad Holmes is doing for sure. He always is going to load up on offense. Like I know we got a lot of corners, but at the end of the day, he was still getting picks on that offense.
Mhm.
Make sure we're adding weapons. So
Totally agree.
Except for the
I think
next
Baki's a
position.
weapon. You know what I'm saying? But Montgomery goes down week 2, week 3, week 7 for a game because of a fucking hamstring or something, or a hurt elbow or a sickness. Like Baki's gonna come in and get loose with Jameer. Just know that. Like they're gonna utilize that when they can. There's gonna be a lot of fantasy football pickups from Sion Vaki that week. I'll tell you that. If one of those main running backs go down.
Surprised Chris didn't draft him in our fantasy draft. Let's talk about these wide receivers, man. So we got Khalif Raymond, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Isaiah Williams, and Jameson Williams. Isaiah made the team, man. Hey, shout out to Tori. Tori been calling about this dude since the start of preseason training camp. So anybody on here? Hey, DBJ's not on here. Fountain's not on here. Anybody on here? Fontaine. My bad. Today. Anybody on here? Anybody on here that said what is y'all surprised that Williams made the cut? And if anybody y'all would pick over him?
There's not a guy I would pick over him, but there's one guy that did make it that I was surprised, and that was Caden Davis. He played well in the preseason. I was surprised to see him cut. That was the one receiver outside of these 4 that I thought could have possibly made the team.
Mike?
I didn't have any surprises with this group. I'm glad Isaiah Williams made it. A lot of us were intrigued with him. Yeah, it's just how I'm blanking on his name now. Number 19. What's his name again?
DPJ.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. I was shocked at how bad he performed, man. Like that. I'm a DPJ fan from Michigan. I always thought he was decent. When he's with Cleveland, I thought he was decent. He had one year that was really good. But I don't know what happened to him this offseason. Like, he bulked up. He looked good in the offseason. Looked huge. But on the field, he didn't do a thing on the field, man. I don't know what was going on, but it was some kind of disconnect there.
Chris, your thoughts on the wide receiver group?
I'm not surprised by anybody here. In fact, when they signed Isaiah Williams, I was really intrigued, and I was hoping he'd make the roster, and he did. I mean, that was my dark horse to make the team. So, yeah, I love it.
Day.
I already went. I said I thought Caden Davis should have. Was the only other guy that thought that should have made it. Could have made it. Man, you shut the fuck up. Next topic. Sky don't get to speak on this topic.
No, the one thing I'm surprised you guys didn't mention is the fact that they only kept 4 wide receivers. That's the only surprising thing to me. Typically, like, you would at least keep a guy on that's already been on the roster, like DPJ, and then work from there.
My expectation was they were going to sign a guy beforehand. So that's but we're going to get to the other guys. So, I mean, they filled the void without filling the void.
Well, what's hard about this wide receiver room, right? Is like, it's like think about it like this. Remember the Steelers when the Steelers were on the run and they had like Hines Ward and shit? Like, Amon-Ra is our Hines Ward. Like, he's not like a super freaky fast wide receiver. He's not like a super big, tall, bulky, like run down the field, DJ Metcalf, big guy wide receiver. He's just a very extremely good wide receiver across the board. So he can do pretty much anything from any spot that you want outside of those run really fast and jump really high type plays. So I feel like we're doing the same thing that the Steelers did back then, which was essentially like just try to take shots wherever we can to find freaks and be like, are they going to work the fuck out? Because we're running everything through this fucking guy anyways. He's 24 years old. Just signed him to a big contract. You guys are kind of getting where you fit in at this fucking point. Oh, by the way, we just drafted Laporta too. So there's half that. There's half the receptions right there that you guys are going to get anyway. and then we got Gibbs, and then throw sprinkle J-Mo in there with some deep balls and some crossers and shit. So like that's my whole thing about it. It's like I don't really give a fuck about this wide receiver spot outside of getting what they want. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they went out and got Tim Patrick, Allen Robinson, and DPJ back on the practice squad, or 2 guys and then him back on the practice squad to add and find out who the fuck old man wants to go out and get this damn job. You know what I'm saying? Which old guy is going to win this motherfucker?
Oh, God.
Well, we tried it with Kenny. We tried this with Kenny already. Took an older wide receiver, plugged him in at X. He fucking sucked. Got rid of him. Now they said fuck it one at a time. They just took all the ones that are basically on the fucking market right now. Said come on the fuck over and see what happens at X. That's essentially what they're doing right now. Because everybody else they use in training camp is fucking gone. Davis, LaFontaine, Tom Kennedy, DPJ technically got his ass fucking booted. Like
Calhoun, yeah,
Calhoun, like he was worthless. I mean, no offense. Great, great guy, I bet. But dude, that was pointless. I don't even know what the fuck was going on. Gotta be can body. So, but it's just, I don't even know if these guys are any fit. To me, Allen Robinson is probably the best fit because I don't trust Tim Patrick to fucking stay healthy for an entire season. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
I can see that.
You can't trust DPJ to run a fucking route because he can't get open. Obviously, he really cannot get the fuck open. He can block like hell. But
He said he can't run around.
So if we could put all 3 of those wide receivers together, we could actually get a full complement of like a true.
Yeah, get Tim Patrick, fucking Allen Robinson's legs, and we'll be all right. Yeah,
yeah.
Well, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I don't think any of these guys are honestly the fucking answer. I think these guys are going to get us through, and we're going to figure something out by the trade deadline to make a fucking play.
We should have signed Terrence. We should have signed Terrence Marshall.
Or go sell the house for whoever the fuck is left on the market, dude.
Well, man, go pull the trigger for Brandon Ayuk. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck it, dude.
Go pull the fucking trigger, dude.
Next group on here, we got our tight ends in our O-line. We got Parker. Hey, Parker made the team. Who were tight end over James Mitchell and why am I forgetting his name?
Shane Zylstra.
There you go, James Zylstra. We got Sam Porter and Brock Wright. Any other surprise? Because like I said, Parker was a surprise to me.
Yeah, I thought Zylstra was. Zylstra had a good camp from everything I read about him. But the problem with Zylstra is, man, he can't do the one thing that if you want to play or if you want to be a pass catcher on this team, there's one thing you got to be able to do. That's run block. And he can't block worth a damn. He's a receiving tight end strictly. So, I mean, I thought he was going to make it, but
Parker has to play fullback too. So that's why he's on the fucking roster.
Chris.
Once again, the one thing that makes everybody acceptable is versatility. You got to be able to do multiple things. That's the name of the game here. If you're a one-trick pony, it's going to be very tough for you to make the roster.
See, and that's the one thing I fucking hate. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't mind it in a lot of different positions, but dude, there are some specialty positions that, like, that theory right there, I think is fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb because you could just pass up fucking some premier ass players because they can't, be great or to your standard at, maybe a half of the job that what you're looking at. Like, I just don't get that shit. So
yeah, I once again, I'm just making a mention about what the team aspect is, and not necessarily my own feelings. I mean,
that's what I'm saying about about Dan and Brad. I understand what you're saying about, like, what I mean by, like, them, like, you need to be versatile to be on this fucking team, or they don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, I mean, that if you're gonna call faults, that's probably one of their, like, it's not an extreme fault. It's just the fact that, like you said, Sky, we could be in the mix to draft a good player at a certain position, but your default is, well, this guy can't do this, but this guy can. You could have an A+ player but you have to take the A- player because he does more.
Right.
But the A+ player actually has higher potential to
At that one thing. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm totally with you on that. That's where I don't get it. Because that's like, because that's where I see where people where they bitch at the Broderick Martin shit. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. They're like, you taking a fucking D tackle, like a straight nose tackle, which he's half decent at coming out of college. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to turn him into basically a 3 tech when he could just go to a 3-4 and learn to be what he's good at already. But you're trying to turn this fucking third round guy move up to get him and turn him into this big ass fucking project because you want to make him better and you want to make him versatile. Like, fuck you. I don't like that shit all the time, bro. I fucking hate that shit.
Especially when if you're concentrating on molding him in your image, and it's the molding, you're increasing the time frame in which he can be useful on your team because you're trying to make him versatile. If you just concentrate on his one thing, you might be able to. He may be able to be what you need him to be quicker.
I mean, that's really what they do. That's really what they do in baseball.
Yep.
That's literally what they do in baseball now.
What they should do with James Houston.
They fucking made all the analytics behind it, all that shit. Like, that's literally what they do now. So I don't get it why some positions, not everybody, because there needs to be versatility in certain positions and some players and things like that. But like, dude, like you're not asking Hutch to drop back in fucking coverage all the time. Yeah, he has a couple picks, but come the fuck on, dude. The ball was thrown fucking right to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like literally right to him on one of them. He was like standing there and he didn't even get seen because it was like a fucking 5 seconds left in the game. And you know what I'm saying? Like, come the fuck on.
Fucking Justin Fields.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like how many times do we see Hutch actually drop back in a game when it's like a passing down and he needs to pass rush the passer? Like never. So why in the okay, James Houston, for example, why in the fuck do we need him to do anything outside of just do what Hutch does on 3rd and 2nd down? I don't get it. That's my point to it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's like it doesn't make sense. It don't make
Fire AG. Fire AG.
Don't say fire. You can't say fire AG.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's a weird like essence behind like that little mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of fucks with people. And now that like we're down to the point where we're nitpicking what they're doing at this point because they've done such a well job. Well, now mostly looking at it, there's some things that you kind of been weird about. So, and this is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
We got a question from our best friend Undone. A statement from our best friend Undone. He said, Jared Goff better not get hurt or Hooker taking over the job and not looking back.
No, that ain't happening.
He has a lot to learn, dude. You don't know. I don't think people realize how much Jared does for the team. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, there's
Hooker
a lot.
was out there running a basic offense when he was playing this preseason.
Mike, man, what's your thoughts on?
On the tight ends?
Yes.
No, I wasn't shocked or surprised. Like I knew it would come down to those 3 with Parker and the other 2 that made the practice squad. So I knew one of them would be up, and probably the other 2 or one of the other 2 would be on the practice squad. So I'm not surprised. And like Scott said, the other guy he could play fullback too. And Rodrigo was hurt a lot this offseason, so he wasn't. It's not like he was really out there. So I think that's why he made it. I agree with Sky on that.
Let's talk about these offensive linemen that made it. Taylor Decker, Dan Skipper. Shout out to Dan Skipper for making it to the roster, 53-man roster. Usually he on the practice squad. And he get
That's our swing tackle, man.
Yeah, well, hey, he made the 53-man roster this year.
He's right. Yeah, Skipper hasn't made the 53-man roster.
That's another person that got fucked in Madden, dude. There ain't no way, bro. This man makes a roster, right? Gets playing time with us at guard, at tackle, and at swing tackle throughout all of last year and is rated 59 overall in Madden, bro. Go fuck yourself, EA.
Fuck that, bro. Hell no.
Go fuck yourself. You can't even give this man a 60. Go fuck yourself, buddy.
I'm gonna let you go through the rest of the roster. Good line, man. Calm yourself down. Go ahead.
Listen, if you play Madden and everybody's listening is playing Madden, they're like, wait, Dan Skipper's a 59? They're going to go on Madden and look and see. They're like, what the fuck? How in the fuck does this happen? Like, this is another one. It's like Jared Ray being at 82 overall. Like, how the fuck? Top 5 in every passing stat last year, but yet here we are. 82
You gonna go ahead and go to offensive lineman?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
man,
go.
we
Yeah,
debated that last week, guy.
I know. Fuck, dude. The only weird one I see on here, honestly, he's not even on here. Our long snapper.
Scott Daly got cut. He signed with the Bears.
No, I know.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Talk about no, they list him as a special teamer. He's not an offensive
They went
line.
with the young cat. They went with the young
Yeah.
cat. Though. This is
Yeah, but he's not listed under O lineman. He's
Exactly,
listed
I'm
under
pretty
special
sure our
teamer.
list of people we said we were going to make the roster right here. Like exactly, except for maybe besides Mike.
Yeah.
That literally was a toss up of which 6 fucking string linemen we're gonna keep on.
Mahogany will probably take his place when Mahogany comes back.
Oh, absolutely.
4 or
You can
5
tell
weeks.
IR? Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, let's talk about our defense. So we went to the offense. Anybody on offense that y'all wanted to make it then before we go into the defense?
I thought Mo Alexander would have made it. I thought he was going to make it for his kick return ability, and then they never did it. You know what I mean? They put him back to the punt return, but I think they should have given him a shot at kick return.
I don't like him at all, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, man, he's all right.
I think that's what Isaiah's going to fill, though.
Exactly. Only thing Maurice has is a little bit more speed.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other people I think that we could still target that could be like kind of like, or just let Khalif do it. Like I don't know.
Nah, bro. Guess who's floating out there? Free agent.
I know Agnew.
Yeah, Agnew, bro. Why not? Bring him in for a kick returner. Why not? Why not?
Because he can't play anywhere else. Are they going to pay just a kick returner?
Why not? It's part of the game now. The kick return aspect is return to the game. It's a new strategy of the game.
They like versatility, dude. That's why Maurice Alexander ain't on the
He can be an offensive
because he ain't
weapon.
a decent kick returner. It's because he's a fucking shitty wide receiver.
True. Agnew could be an offensive weapon too. We've seen Jacksonville do that. We've done that.
I mean, at that age, dude.
But he's worth kicking the tires out at least. You know what I mean? I would.
I mean, give him a workout maybe, but like, dude.
Mike, anybody on the offense you would change?
No, it's nobody on the offense I really fight for to make it that didn't make it.
Well, if that's it, let's get into this defense then.
I want to say this about the offense before we jump in there. Why are people going on Twitter saying that it's like a huge problem what's going on with our wide receiver room?
Because it's thin as fuck, dude.
Like I get that. Like
then that's the problem. If you get that, that's the problem.
I understand that it's thin. But listen, for quality purposes, though, right? We're Josh Reynolds away from what we had last year. Okay, we have a better second-year Laporta. We have J-Mo, which is a better. Obviously, he's having a better camp than last year, and everything is still running through fucking Amon-Ra and Gibbs and fucking Montgomery. I understand if somebody gets hurt, Amon-Ra gets hurt, but who the fuck? Where we gonna? So you're telling me the guy that everybody fucking hates because he dropped 2 passes is gonna be the difference in not having him and having what we have now?
You bringing up that brand, Josh Reynolds, it's because he was a safety blanket for golf.
I know,
bro. Let's not act like
and people on Twitter.
Reynolds wasn't clutch.
Hold on, time out. Okay, but listen, bro. Everybody say that about him, bro. But let's get he did a lot of work for this team, bro.
Yeah, he did.
And missing him is gonna be big, bro. Bigger than what people think, bro. For real, right?
100%.
So that's why people say it's a concern, Sky, at the wide receiver because they didn't feel that void. They thought DBJ was gonna be that void, fill that void, and he didn't feel that void. Isaiah Williams, he is a different type of receiver. He can't fill that void. That's why they're going out looking for a big body receiver who use their body sometimes to go up to catch the ball when there's 2-3 defenders around. So there's a big void leaving with Josh gone, bro. That's why people say it's a concern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but can you even tell me how many yards Josh Reynolds had last year? Like in like perspective,
it's not necessarily about the statistics.
We're talking
with that receiver that in our offense.
Listen, we kind of fucking are though, because we're just talking about making up the fucking yards and touchdowns that he had. At the end of the day, that's all it's about, right? It's equaling out what he did last year in terms of production on the fucking field, figuring out how to make that up. That's what it is.
What about filling that void that he gone with golf, bro? Like that's a big void. You feel me?
Josh Reynolds went with 2 catches. Like, I'm not saying like I understand the void, but what the fuck I'm saying is like it's not as big a deal as people are fucking making it, dude. Like we could literally sign Tim Patrick right now, and he's gonna go out there and run fucking 11-yard digs just as well as Josh fucking Reynolds was. Because he's going to be wide the fuck open because there's going to be an underneath Amon-Ra and an over-the-top J-Mo that's going to open up the middle of the fucking field for his ass. And we know that because that's the way it fucking works. And that's how him, Brock Wright, Khalif Raymond, fucking everybody else gets yards. Is because everything flows towards Amon-Ra, now Laporta, and everything over the top is being hit by J-Mo. Everything else is just thank you for opening up the place where these other guys are at. Like, so don't tell me that there isn't guys that can go out there and get open, like at that position that's going to make up Josh Reynolds' yards. That doesn't make this a huge situation that it is.
Mike, you agree or you feel some way different?
I don't got much on this topic, man. Like, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, I think like when it comes down to the wide receiver thing, whether it be Josh Reynolds or any of the other 3 guys on the practice squad, like they're really going to be target at best number 5 or 6. Because I mean, you got J-Mo, St. Brown, Laporta. That's probably your top 3. You got Gibbs. That's probably 4. Somebody else or one of those 4 options is 5 or 6. Like I think they're not going to have as many receptions. Like you might get like what 2-3 receptions a game if that. So it's not a big deal. You just need to come up in big moments, like on 3rd down. If we throw the ball to you, catch the fucking ball. If you're in the end zone and you throw the ball to you, catch the fucking ball. That's all you got to do.
That's really all that matters at the end of the day when it comes to this guy that's going to get the ball 2 times a game. And blocking. Like Josh Reynolds was.
It's just in crucial downs, in crucial situations, knowing that person that you know this person. If you do anything, that's why he went to him in the NFC championship game, bro.
Hey, any other game, Josh Reynolds
was because they knew everybody else was going to be covered. He was going to be wide the fuck open, and he was wide the fuck open because he had their 3rd fucking corner on him.
Yep, that's why. You gonna eat, man. There's 3 monster receiving options out there. It's J-Mo, St. Brown, and Laporta, bro. You're going to get the worst defender on you, bro.
The worst one is going to be on that guy. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you for painting a picture for motherfuckers, bro. You're getting the 3rd guy on the field every fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even the 2nd, because if it's a zone defense, yeah, you're getting that guy on that side of the field, which is a fucking zone at that point in time, and Ben's the best at beating zones. That's why everybody's wide the fuck open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what was his problem that day, but if he come down with at least one of them catches, we in the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's why he's gone. It's not because of production or anything. That's why. That right there is why he's gone. Those 2 catches. You guys said it the best. Right when it happened, after it happened, he's going to be gone. You're right, guys. You are 100% right. He is gone because of that. It wasn't because of money. We have the fucking money.
We tried to bring him back.
They were just being cheap because they didn't want to fucking resign him for a bunch of money and then be like, oh, well, why'd you give Josh Reynolds this contract that he exactly wanted? And he just went out there and blew the NFC championship game and give him something to bitch about, bro. Like, come on. There's a little bit of politics to this shit, too. Fan base, like, come on, dude.
Absolutely.
Like, that's why Vildor right now, luckily, here's the thing. Luckily we drafted 2 fucking corners. He'd be one of our options right now. We're fighting for 3rd place for our 3rd corner. Even after the debacle everybody hates him for.
Nah, he'd be like 4.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I thought
saying.
you said 3rd. I'm saying no, he's 4th, bro.
He would be fighting for a like 3rd corner if, say, we didn't get an Ennis and fucking Terrion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we only had a Mick, him, Davis.
I think what we really lucky about getting where Vildor is at in the situation is Cam Sutton getting in trouble.
That just got us the fuck out of that.
If Cam Sutton was here, I think they would have did it with a different round in the draft. I don't think our first 2 draft picks would have been quarterback.
I feel you on that. I think one of them would, but I don't think the second one would.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I may have shipped his ass, bro.
Oh,
It's like Jerry, dog. It's like Jerry, bro. Like
Did Jerry make the Rams? Did Jerry make it, or did he get cut?
That's
I
a
know
good
Tracy
question.
Walker
I
got.
haven't looked at theirs, but
I know Tracy Walker got cut from the 49ers.
he's back on the practice squad. He's gonna get elevated for week 1.
Okay. Well, we got a question from somebody. Detroit fan man says, since no man can defeat him, what's the last longer Tom Kenny with this team? He made the practice squad.
They steady keep him on the practice squad.
And he keep a job, man. That man keep him a job, bro. I don't know how he do it. But that's your boy. How long before we Sky, answer the question?
I'm trying to figure it out. Oh man, Tom Kennedy's tenure, dude. They like Tom too much, and Tom has got fucking roots in Detroit, bro. Like
Tom terrific.
Like you guys gotta realize this. You guys really gotta realize this.
Jerry got cut.
If Amon Ra St. Brown goes down, Tom Kennedy is stepping in. Just let you know that. And we've already seen it. We've already seen the Tom Kennedy show. So
nah, bro, we got Isaiah Williams. I don't know. Isaiah Williams.
I'm telling you, he goes down, he's getting elevated. Tom is getting elevated, bro. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, man. Big game out of Tom. Amon-Ra gets hurt. Big game out of Tom Kennedy. Big game. Bro. Big game.
The legend lives on, man. Let's get into his defense, man. Our defensive line, we got
on the 53-man roster already, bro. They've been around for like 4 years. Let them,
man.
Give him a shot.
We changed him to the logo of Detroit, man. He's been around so damn long, man. Let's get into the defensive line, man. We got Davenport, your man John. Then they got John Kaminsky. I told you they had him on the 53-man roster. Aleem McNeil, DJ Rear, Levon Escariske, Wingo Hutchinson, and the person that, they was giving so much hate, saying this man was gonna make the team. I'm gonna say it, Lions Syndicate, and everybody else was talking shit about this man. James Houston made the 53-man roster, man. Get off my boy. But hey, Scott, I'm gonna start with you, man. How you feel about the 53-man roster? Yeah, I said it.
I mean, with the D lineman?
Yeah.
I mean, all the guys that made it again was everybody that we said was gonna make it. Even James Houston. So my thing about it is I just continue to hope that Anzarike does well. E.G. Reader gets healthy. Kaminsky gets healthy. In fucking Houston, they utilize him the correct way. Because I'm tired of seeing him at fucking linebacker. He's a defensive end, dude. Let him play fucking defensive end.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm glad Houston made from all the stuff people were saying on Twitter. I'm actually glad. I also think that Wingo played pretty well during the preseason as well.
Mike.
I'm having technical difficulties. Okay. Yeah.
You can't be multitasking like that, Mike.
Yeah, before you got 2 cups over there. Got my drinks in my cups.
I don't have much to add here. I'm glad James made it. And I'm also glad and excited to see what Levi does this year, man. I'm glad they're saying he's healthy and he had a lot of hype in the offseason. And man, like just to even be playing football still at this point from what he was coming back from, man, that's amazing in itself. So I'm glad he's on the team. Hopefully he can shine some this year.
Day.
No surprises here. I'm glad James Houston made it. I want to see if they're going to use him correctly now that he's made it. And I heard Reader was going to be healthy to play game 1.
Yeah, for her.
I like the
Yeah.
Neiman. I like the Neiman pickup too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Him and the Strickland, Loveland, or Love. Isn't it Loveland?
So the linebackers.
That's like low. I think it was
Safety. I'm pretty sure, right? Or
a
Love.
corner. He's a
Love
corner.
something like that. Anyways,
Right, it's
that
like
dude,
Lauren Strickland.
or Lauren Strick, something like that. Anyways, something with L. Him as a safety, and also Ben Neiman as a linebacker. I like run support wise from Strickland. Very good run support safety. Also showed really good coverage. It was third and fourth string guys, obviously, but still did his job. And then for Ben Neiman, man, I just like sideline to sideline linebackers, and that seems to be like the trend in which the Lions are going with their linebackers. Like if it isn't Anzalone, I'm not touching it, type of deal. And I'm with that too. It's today's NFL. You got to have linebackers that can stop the run and also be very good in pass coverage, because you can't always be out there with fucking 6 DBs and 5 DBs and shit. Like that's not
Chris,
the
your
line.
thought-
It's just not the Lions philosophy, for one. It's not something that they do just because they're a run stopping team first. Period. So
Chris, you want to chime in on the comment?
In terms of the IR, that comment, are you talking about the Detroit fan man?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know much about Pecco. I don't have no idea who that is. Believe it or not, so I don't have much to comment on.
Mike, you want to talk about Pecco? Your thoughts on it?
Pecco, I swear is he the guy that used to play in Denver? Let me look him up. I know he's the beef that we probably had in place if Reader wasn't ready to go, but I know Campbell said something which was shocking to me. He said something. He said the plan was week 2. I didn't even know the plan was as early as week 2. I thought he was going to miss a few games actually, but he said the plan was week 2. But he's doing so well now that he might be able to make week 1. So I think Pecco was like insurance, and I think that was a great idea. But I don't know, you might not need it. That's why he's on the practice squad right now, because it sounds like Reader is ready.
Yeah, Reed's ahead of schedule.
Wow.
Get it?
You think they bring him up once they put Kaminsky on the IR?
That's a good question. I don't know. They got some. This roster is interesting because they got players they can move up and down. Like I love this practice squad that they acquired. Man, there's a lot of good talent on this practice squad. I think depending on the matchups week to week, you'll see different players get shots here and there.
Yeah, for what we want out of a defensive line, yeah, absolutely. Like it's like the linebacking crew is like kind of perfect right now, especially because Jack has developed. Reeves Maven is even playing well. Barnes is playing well. Like everybody's kind of playing well. So good shit.
Barnes is playing high.
Oh my God, you still hating on Barnes?
Yep. I count on one hand how many plays he's made.
That's crazy. I actually heard a lot of good stuff about Barnes this offseason. They say he looks even better than he did last year.
That's good. Maybe he's feeling comfy.
Yeah, he should feel comfortable. And it's a contract year too, so you should get the best out of him too, if I'm not mistaken.
You better see a better year out of Hutch this year too.
And that's one of them contracts that's not even going to be much. So hope he balls out. Hopefully we re-sign him, and it's still not going to hurt the pocketbook.
Let's get into our secondary and our special teams. And then we talk about the people they brought back to the practice squad. Gator, your thoughts on our secondary? I'm gonna let you go through the list, man. Tell me who you thought shouldn't be there, who should be there, or
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with anybody. I'm happy to see Brandon Joseph made the initial 53. That's nice to see.
Was you surprised CJ Moore didn't make the 53?
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. He's a little older now. I think Iffy's going to probably go on IR. I thought he was dealing with some kind of Achilles injury. And then, other than that, no. I got no problem with it. No Gilmore.
Good. I'm tired of that
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fucking projects, dude. I'm really tired of fucking projects.
Did they even bring him back to the practice? They bring him back to the practice squad?
I don't think so.
Damn.
So mad tonight.
Well, he gone, bro. He's just too little. He's just too little.
Chris, your thoughts on the our GB room, man?
Yeah, I'm trying to look to see if there's anybody else that I'd want instead of, and I can't find anybody that. Yeah, I don't see anybody that I wouldn't have already had on here. Nah,
Mike,
I'm good.
I don't got anybody that I would rather have on here, but shout out to Strickland for making the initial 53.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the biggest surprise on like the whole roster, let alone DBs.
no, I think the biggest surprise was Scott Daly not making the roster, and Hagen.
I wasn't surprised with that. It sounded like he wasn't gonna make the roster to me. Like the other guy's athletic, he can run down. On like he played some linebacker in college too. Like he there goes that word again that everybody loves or hates. It's that versatility word. Like he's way more versatile than Scott Daly. I didn't
What are you
think Daly-
saying?
Wow, bro. Hell, why you pull that comment up?
And he's
Bro,
young.
That's
That's crazy.
that is crazy. That's
That's
It's disrespectful, bro.
We shouldn't even acknowledge that one.
man, that's terrible.
I mean,
Let's talk about. Man, that just caught me off guard. Let's talk about the people we brought back for the practice squad, man. And then you got me off that guard with that one, man. Let's look at this practice squad, man. Scott, you was so. Chris, you want to read through the list for us?
what?
I said, Chris, do you want to read through the list for us?
You want me to read the list? Why can't you say some of the names? Is that the problem?
Nope, sure can't. Tony, we miss you. Sure can't.
I don't know how to pronounce Isaac's last name. How you pronounce his last name right there?
Man, see? Michael Mahogany, if I said that right. Keeson, Jake Farm, Jameer, Jamarco, Tom,
Jamarco Jones,
James,
Kennedy.
Tom, James, CJ, Pat, Tim, Kyle, they brought in Allen Robinson. What? And what's his name? Patrick, Tim Patrick, they brought him in too.
And DP.
Isaiah, what?
Okubo.
Yeah,
don't
we
know
said
Cool.
James Zister and Chris Smith.
Aku.
That's what they
So the
said.
wide receivers they brought in was they brought Tom Kennedy, Tim Patrick, and Allen Robinson, and DPJ. I don't see him on this list, but yeah, DPJ, I guess.
And there's Jamar Jefferson again, bro. He's another one that don't go away.
Scott, your thoughts on the practice squad?
I like it. Like Mike said, I truly this is a good practice squad. I think, and it's the positions that they did pick. It allows us a lot of different options for what we're looking for, like the D line and the wide receiver. And who knows what's going to happen with the tight end situation with Hess, because we still got Mitchell and Shane on there too. So who knows? Who knows?
I'm kind of glad.
You seem stressed about this roster, Scott. What's really how you feel about it?
I like our roster. I'm not stressed at all about our roster. Our roster looks good. Our roster is deep as fuck in my eyes.
Chris.
I think this is by far the best practice squad I've had. And we don't usually talk about practice squad people, but I mean, unless they're being brought up. But I mean, I actually give a little kudos out to Jake Fromm, because we all joked about it beforehand, but he's actually on our practice squad. He actually didn't do too bad in that last preseason.
Shout out to the dogs, bro. We here.
Oh, you wasn't claiming him a couple weeks ago.
I was not, because he was average at Georgia. Really.
Hey, just for him to come, they Suffer was here for years, right? He came in with what?
Got
what
one,
3
like one or
minutes
two
worth of
series.
football and came and beat that man out. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to Jake. Mike, how you feel about our practice squad?
You're on mute, Mike.
He's having
I know.
technical difficulties.
I'm just
Um,
kidding.
like I said earlier, I love the practice squad. Like I think this is the deepest practice squad we had, and one of the things I love the most about the practice squad nowadays versus the older days is you can have the veterans on here now. So now you got people that you've seen on the field make plays before, and you feel confident if they got to step in for a week or two and do what they got to do.
That there's no kicker on there. We found our kicker.
All right, we're gonna leave with this last question. Is there anybody on the practice squad? Because there's only 52 people on the roster, I guess, right now. From what I'm reading, I didn't do the numbers. I had the numbers myself. You see what one player on the practice squad? Do you see them activating to the active roster by week one?
A wide receiver.
Yep.
Start with you, Day. Get to you, Sky.
I agree. A wide receiver. One of those
Which
three.
one?
One of those four. I have no idea.
You gotta pick. You gotta pick. Come on, you gotta pick.
Most likely it'll be DPJ.
Sky.
Like I said, a wide receiver. I have no idea what they're gonna. The best old man wins.
Which one?
No, you gotta pick one. I had to pick one. You gotta pick one.
Which one would you choose?
Huh?
I pick you. You're gonna make the 53 as our ex.
Oh my god,
bro! I can barely take 53 steps, let alone make a 53-man roster.
No, I have no idea. It's really up in there. Who knows? This is whoever comes in and shows that they know the playbook the best and actually can make somebody miss.
Chris. I just think it's crazy how the DPJ is just like it ain't took that spot. But go ahead, Chris.
I think it's going to be DPJ because I don't know if Allen Robinson is going to catch up in time. So I think it's going to be DPJ.
Mike, nobody like Tim Patrick?
I mean, he coming off of 2 hurt years and he don't know the playbook, so I think it's going to be DPJ. He's more healthy, and he was here at the trade deadline since last season, so he definitely knows more of the plays and what to do on the field as far as the Detroit Lions than the other 2 that's coming here.
Have y'all seen anybody that was waived or cut that y'all would want to pick up that's not been signed out there?
There was one I wanted that got picked up. I wanted Terrence Marshall.
Yes.
Over these other 2 guys. Well, at least over Allen Robinson. I was cool with Tim Patrick. Like I like Tim Patrick pickup. But I wanted Terrence Marshall over Allen Robinson.
Scott?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave this one alone.
Mike.
No, I don't got nothing. I wanted a wide receiver, and Tim Patrick was somebody I wanted, and same with Day. The name you just said, Terrence Marshall. I was interested in him. They did what they needed to do. They picked up 3 of them. So I don't know. I don't have anybody else right now that I can even think of.
The trade deadline is what I have. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm with Sky on that one. When we do what we're supposed to do in the first half of the season, by the time that trade deadline come, I hope we're buyers, and I hope we buy somebody good.
If we're not fucking buyers, if we have like 1 loss, no losses going into that shit, like, and we know we're full steam ahead, and we don't buy, it's gonna be a wild fucking time in Detroit. Because if we lose, that's the reason, in my opinion.
Yep.
100% agree.
Yeah, because you definitely need to get somebody that's going to push you over the edge.
Yeah, and that's not even knowing the future. We could be on a roll, blowing everybody out by 50. And I still, at the end of the day, think we should go out and fucking get somebody that's going to make a difference, that's going to make sure that we do push over the top. Like, it doesn't matter. That's what you do. You go out and you go get a good player at a prime position.
Yep.
Ride the fuck out into the sun.
Just because you're doing good now doesn't mean in like 3, 4, 5 weeks, same situation is going to happen.
Injuries,
Justin Tucker.
all that shit, everything, bro. You go get yourself a guy at any cost.
Yep, absolutely.
I agree. With that said, man, this is y'all 53-man roster for this year, man. It's y'all 2024 Detroit Lions, man.
Love it.
Let's get it. Hey, let y'all know who we are before we head out. Starting with Chris.
Yep, Chris, crazy hockey fan on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Day.
Have fun. It's boy Day. Find me on Twitter. I'm Markham246.
Sky.
You can find me right there. Lions Fan Report, Thursday nights. What up, Doe? Friday nights, Sunday mornings now for the preview show. Fucking tonight. I don't know. Everywhere, but nowhere. But no, I appreciate everybody stopping in tonight. Love y'all for real. Coming to our random ass show after our baseball show. Thanks for keeping it quick and easy tonight, Chris and Day and everybody else, Mike from the baseball show. I seen you guys had a crowd in there, so I appreciate y'all. For real. So, Neil,
Mikey.
He didn't even put me up on the screen, but it's all good.
No, tell Mikey in the back. You Mike, that's Mikey in the back.
Not like we see your face or anything.
Now, Mike, see?
All right. Y'all can find me at One Pride JR. I can't even say my shit right. One Pride _ JR on Twitter.
You want it front stage for that.
They got me on here right after work, man. I didn't get a chance to eat. So that's why I can't read you right now, but it's all good.
We know what your hair looks like probably right now, right? It's probably all like.
Hey, we shout out to the 208 people watching, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Really do. Thanks for our first back-to-back show. Chris, Day, Mike was at work, and Rich. You y'all thinking the baseball show, like Sky said, man. And we appreciate y'all coming back here. It's a quick road joke change. Y'all did real quick, you feel me? But I appreciate that.
Had to
Mike,
run from studio to studio.
Yeah, Mike, I appreciate you coming on after work, man. And Sky, I always should call on you, man. You know you're gonna be there, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, shout out again to 211 people that's watching, man. Y'all do us a favor, hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube, man. We coming out with shows, I guess, random days now. We just do whatever over here now. But we out, man.